Okay, so this is second video today, Monday 29th January 2024. Um, it's about 9:15 p.m. So I just finished my first video, so I'm doing the second one. I think I need to take my Guinness stout this time. Yeah, yeah, life is good. Okay, so now look at what you're looking at on the screen. So I'll share experience I had today concerning Peugeot 206 with this 1.4 liter petrol engine, which is TU 3JP. So early, no, that was last month. Last month, was it during the holiday? No, that was before was it during that holiday? December holiday. I think it was around, either within that time or before the holiday, something like that. So there was a 206, one of the mechanics I work with. Uh, so the mechanic, the engine packed up. The engine failed. This particular 206 with this engine you are looking at on the screen. The engine failed, and the mechanics was able to bring it to the vehicle. Um, so he got another engine, a used engine, which we call in Nigeria Tokumbo engine. Those are engines are imported from Europe, Asia, uh, North America, you know. So so he changed it. I think it took him about a day or two to complete the work. I was there the second day. No, I was there. In fact, I was there. Okay, I was there the first day he bought the car. No, I wasn't there when he mounted it, but I think on the third day I came. When he now started the car, I think it took about 3 days or so to complete the work, and everything. The sounded well, nothing. But there's something I saw that day. Uh, I saw a container, the oil container of total was 5,000, which is 20W50. So I was like, come on, this engine is not recommended for this. I mean, if you get this kind of engine that is expected to be well, that's good enough. It shouldn't start early to start killing the engine like this. So he said that's what the owner is willing to spend in terms of engine oil. So it wasn't his fault. It was the person's decision. So what's my business? It was the mechanic that I spoke with, not like with the owner. I don't even know the owner. So hey, he wants was 5,000 20W50 oil. Why are you bothered about it? So took the vehicle. So fast forward to today. Like I said, this thing happened last month. I think in fact, it was during the holiday. Maybe I don't know, maybe 20th December or thereabout, something like that. It was almost close to holiday time or close to it. That this he changed this engine. Today, this evening when I close from work, as on my way back home, I decided to drive into the workshop. There is a car I have there that I started working on. Let's just say on Sunday, yesterday. So I drove in there just to supervise, look at things done. And the issues met an issue there. That same vehicle, the engine, the engine, the engine has started smoking like I don't know what you call it. Engine is still running, but it's just smoking badly. And okay, not that badly, but I mean, according to them, shorting oil drink drastically. And so the guy, the owner of the car now came and begged the mechanic for the two of them to go and meet the past seller that sold the engine to the mechanic. So see if the man will take the engine back. Wahala. Let me take my Guinness. So and I had that. I was like, trouble. I mean, seriously. Almost a month after. A month after, and you are coming to say, well, your injury is so to me is bad. Anyway, so um, but he wasn't going with the intention that hey, it's bad, you must change it. Yeah, woo, woo, no penny, no. For what the mechanic said, he was going with, okay, please, I wouldn't mind to add money, to drop money so that you give us another engine. It may not be the full amount anymore, you know. To end it, they got another engine. I think I don't know, it doesn't, let me, even though I know about the amount they eventually settled to, for the man, the owner of the car to drop for them to give them another engine, the seller to give him another engine, because it's not the seller's fault. I mean, warranty is it 5 days? So anything outside it, hey, you're on your own. So and now you're coming back a month later. So it's not as if you bought a new engine. This is a used engine. So anything you see, you take. Um, However, he agreed and collected some money. So they gave them another used Tokumbo engine. So the first question I asked was, um, could it be the valve stem cells? He said even before they got to this conclusion to return the engine, that they did it. They moved the cylinder, changed the valve stem cells, issue remained. So so they dropped the engine and the owner left with the car. Now, what made me to do this video was not necessary because hey, Tokumbo engine, yeah, you could buy it's I won't say it's not even about luck. These are used engine. If it works for you, fine. If it doesn't, hey, that's bad luck for you. Could say that. I mean, there are people. It's not like anyway, let me continue. So he drove out as he was driving out the man with the vehicle. When they got back to the workshop, the way he accelerated the car on gear one, as if he's driving one V8, he just put the throttle to the floor as he was driving. I was like, why wouldn't this engine die less than 1 week? You see, well, this is the point of this video. That was when the mechanic and his colleague and they were all saying that they've been advising this guy. The way you drive this car is not for this small engine. It's not meant for it. You're driving it as if you are driving one V8 or V6 3.0 or 2.8 or either 3.5 or 4.4 or 5.0 liter V8 engine that is meant to be able to handle that kind of high RPM at short distance, even if longer distance. And to make it worse, you are using the grease, not even oil, grease inside your engine. When 20W50 is not a bad oil, but when you put it on an engine like this, I'll consider it a grease because 20W50 is there are engines that are made, the oil is meant for, not this. And you are pressing the throttle to the floor with this small 1.4 liter engine as you are driving. There was when they were telling us, no, that's how you drive. This is driving style. So in other words, this engine he purchased, he gave it, I mean, remember the first one died. He replaced it within a month or less than a month. The second one has died. So this one you are likely going to put tomorrow or thereabout. If you keep driving the way you drive, with this grease you are putting inside, you will see. So what will now happen in the next 4 weeks? You go back to the seller and start comparing the engine sold to you. But the reason why I'm putting it is some owners of the car are not, they don't actually take accountability of what their things they do on their vehicle. You are telling me the way you match this car with this tiny engine that is made purely for fuel economy, you are pushing it as if you are driving a 300 or 400 HP vehicle. And you are complaining from what I you are saying, oh, how can you buy engine less than 1 month? It has failed. As if you cannot kill engine in a day. Even if a brand new engine, you can kill it in a day. A day is enough to kill a sound engine. So I don't know. My point is, people, get your priorities right. Get it right. Stop eating your cake and expecting to have it back. If you know you are the type that wants to hey, you want to enter the any small, it's not even express, even on the street, any small weird place you find yourself, your IPM must get to the red line, as in you tachometer, push it however you want. You know, challenge 400 HP vehicle on every small chance you have with your 75. This engine is 75 HP. Oh. Is it up to 75? Okay, I think so. Is it 72 HP? Not even sure. 75 HP vehicle, 72 or 75 HP engine. You are on the road looking at 200 HP or 400 HP car to tell him no. I sabi drive pass you. Let me take my Guinness. 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, you start complaining. Peugeot engines are not reliable. Look at engine I changed yesterday. It has failed again. So, I mean, the best I could do was I advised the mechanic because the owner has left and said, see, tell this man, if this is how he wants to be driving, hey, his vehicle, your property, do whatever that way. But at least use oil that can at least withstand some of these things you do to some extent, not completely. Because it doesn't matter the oil quality or whatever. The engine is not meant for this kind of harsh use, for crying out loud. You see 406, you see EW10, you see E12, you see V6, or even 206. There are 206 have 2.0 engine. It has EW10J4, it has EW10J4. Why not go for those ones? If you want something small with some power, what's stopping you from going for those ones? No, I want the one where not they doing fuel, where you say na half a litre go carry me go Lagos come back. Yet you go match am like you say you are driving V8. I mean, I don't know what to call it, man. You. So that's why I say get your priorities right. What exactly do you want? You want performance, you want this thing, then go for the one designed for it. If you want that car to last longer, serve you better, even safer for you to do that kind of thing. A 206 with this engine is unsafe to push it that hard. See, it's not about, hey, because you get VCC, they look down on us. No. A 206 with this engine is not safe for you to be mashing it like that, maybe on highway. It's not. I know their suspension capability. It cannot handle this kind of. When a manufacturer is building vehicles and putting engines, the biggest, they look at the suspension. Okay, can this one handle this kind of power? Can this suspension handle this kind of power? Can it handle this kind of power? The one with lower power, you don't need to put all this more complex suspension on it. Because even the more complex, the heavier they are, to be able to withstand that kind of power. The heavier they become. So if you put all this thing on a small for economy engine, it will the purpose of this thing will be defeated for making it for economy, because if you add too much fuel, the engine will no longer be able to serve that purpose of the fuel economy as a least fuel consumption. So they have to reduce all the weight. Look at most of this 1.4 liter engine. So they actually come with what's it called? Stay wheels. It's people that actually go and buy alloy wheel and put. Why did they put stay wheel for when they are still new? Because they are lighter. Stay wheel is much lighter, so I won't be able to add load to the engine. to reduce load to the vehicle, so that engine will consume least and be able to handle. When you start putting all these things, consumption keep going higher, and the engine is not meant to be able to do even the brake. The brake of 206 with 1.4 litre engine, you can't compare with 206 with 2.0 litre engine. The 1.5 litre engine, is it not drum brake they have on the rear? Maybe some have this, I don't know. But compared to the 2.0, how both, even the front, the suspension of 206 with 2.0 litre engine, whether it's EW10J4, EW10J4, they are different. They are not the same with 1.4. I mean, I'm talking about the entire suspension, even the braking system. Some of the 1.4 don't even have ABS, some do. Then even the 2.0, oh, look at their front brake disc and the caliper and the brake pads. They're not the same with 1.4. I hope so. I can't really confirm what I'm saying right now, but I expect it not to be the same, because every other Peugeot car is basically the same design. 406, 307, 4. The bigger the engine, the bigger the suspension, the more the different the suspension in terms of handling that power, the difference the braking system to handle that extra power. So if you want performance, go for performance and stop crying about fuel. Period. I don't get. If you saw that, because what will happen is you can stand that. If you want to match, fine. It doesn't mean it's very healthy for the engine, but at least you'll be able to handle it to a very large extent and last much longer than this tiny engine. At least go and get turbo. If you want a small engine that is very quick, then get a turbocharged one. At least there are some artificial things attached on the engine that can actually boost that power, not necessarily the engine. So yeah, go and handle those ones. At least those ones internally, most of their components are forged or built harder to be able to handle all those kind of harsh use. Those turbocharged smaller engine. Get those ones. But this naturally aspirated. Wow. Personally. My point is, give it time. I mean, because I was advising the mechanic, see, advise this guy, when you are putting this engine you just collected today, make sure at least put that, even if it's 10W40, which is recommended for that. That I don't even want to say 5W40, because you look like haram. Hey, you are trying to, what are you saying? Hey, you want me to buy gold and put in this engine? No, 10W40. At least for your driving style, even if you don't believe that 20 oil, like some will tell you, oil na oil, it doesn't matter the quality. They will serve the same purpose, fine. But your driving style is different, so you need to. That's why most of the time I tell people, there's a reason why I use 5W40. It's not just because I have the money to throw away, no. I know my driving style. I know how hard I push my car sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. And I know that the 5W40 fully synthetic can be able to handle it much better than the 10W40. Not because 10W40 is bad, no. It's also recommended for these engines that I have. But because my 5W40 can be able to at least start whenever it hits me and I'm in the mood. This engine, this oil can protect my engine much better than that 10W40. Not because 10W40 is bad, no. If you look at the comment, 10W40 is purely for normal driving, not harsh driving, not for fun drive. Maybe occasionally, well, yeah. But when you want to push hard, no, it's not for it. Maybe push hard in a way, maybe on a straight line, you take your time, but you need to see when I do fun drive. I stay mostly closer to red line, not on necessarily on the red line, but closer to it most of the time. Or if it's 30 minutes, that's where I usually stay. If it's 30 minutes drive, I tell you, I hardly go. You just stay there, whichever gear I am. You just keep hitting closer to it, closer to it. It's who I am. So I don't need anybody to come and tell me why 10W40 is better than my 5W. I remember when I put it in my 407. Honestly, it made me sad to some extent, because I stopped pushing the car the way I push my other cars with the 5W40. I just had to reduce the harsh use. But now it's back to 5W40. Ah, the hell is loose now. So I'm not saying you should go and switch to 5W40 because of the wear. I'm telling you, I know myself, I know what I do. So use your 10W40 if it's serving you very well. Don't need to change. Even it doesn't mean you can't speed with the car. I'm just saying I know the way I drive. Period. So don't do because I'm doing. You know yourself. Both oils are recommended for this ES engine. So at least I don't know about ES9J4. I know about ES9J4 or ES9A. Both these oils are recommended. The only thing I would say is ES9A, they tend to leak oil more on ES engines, 5W40 than 10W40. I'm okay with that. If it's leaking or if it's oily, I deal with it. So you have to, you yourself. So back to this, please, if you're buying 206, know what it's meant for. If you want performance 206, then there are 2.0 liter ones. Even there is a 1.6. Even that 1.6, kind of, it's not really that performance pay. You say just normal 206 with a little bit power. For how much? Is it not 105 or so? But at least it's better. It's still better than that 1.75 HP. Is it 72? It's not. I don't even know if it's up to 75. Wow. And you are pushing it and expecting the engine, one tiny engine to serve. Some of these 206 you see, they call 1.5. Do you know they're actually 1.1? You see, that's the one thing people don't know. Some of these engines are, you see, they'll tell you, go to market, you buy the vehicle, you I have 1.5. It's actually 1.1 liter engine. It's just that they look alike. Most of them in the market, they are 1.1. You open the banner, they are telling you 1.5. No, they are not. They are 1.1. I know. I expect and buy cars for people, 206. I know. I see what I know. I don't, in fact, this is something I've done for years. So I can tell you, most likely your engine, you think is 1.4 right now. Your 206, you think it's 1.4. No, you'll be surprised that when you actually check, it might actually be 1.1 liter engine, which is 1.1. So is it how many? Is it 50 horsepower? Yeah, 50 horsepower. You are pressing it like what? Like 500 HP engine. So get your priorities right. Know what you want. If you want to be pushing your 50 HP or 75 or 72 HP 206 like a V6 vehicle, hey, knock yourself out. But don't be a bitch and start complaining that your engine didn't serve you for 1 month. Well, hey, you've eaten the cake, so don't expect it to come back and get back to your mouth. It's gone. Let your stomach enjoy what passed through your mouth. Don't complain about it. So that's what I really want to do. This is what I experienced today. Saw with my very eyes, and wanted to share that so that let it be like a warning to people. These things, um, as I understand, Nigeria things are going backwards in terms of, I don't know. Okay, not saying that everything is negative right now, but man, if it's not tough for you now, I don't know. It could be. It means you're part of Nigeria living is different from ours. So hey, but you guys wanted it. You do your vote. You support democracy. Do your voting. So even if I complain, I have the right to complain because I've never participated or even support that nonsense. So this is what you want. Hey, you knock yourself out. The only thing pissing me off is you guys who are coming into my my isolated life and you are trying to piss me off. You go and create problem. I want to affect some people that have decided to stay on their own. You know. So anyway. So yeah, like I said, I know things are hard in terms of fuel. You need a car that will consume less fuel. Hey, be man enough to understand this is your choice. So start don't When you see a car with some power, do eyes right as if you didn't see anything. Let the car go its own way. Hey, you made your choice with your tiny engine. There's nothing wrong with that. You want for economy. The other person is not getting that same value you are getting. You are spending less in fueling your car. That person is spending more in fueling his car. So different values. So when you are spending less on yours, on fueling, and he's spending more, he's getting something you are not also gaining. Even though you are getting something he's not gaining. So understand, yeah, he gets to enjoy in terms of performance, push his car, smile like a child, have some fun. You do as right. You made your choice. I mean, okay. So hope this helps, and I think this is the last video for today. All right.